Hey guys, welcome to day 22. It's May 31, 2026. And I think she recorded this July 7th. Anyway, okay. That's for a different topic. Whoa. Yeah, for those of you who are new here, welcome. This is Lessons from My Mom's Camera, where I watch videos of my mom when she was still alive. She passed away in 2024, and before that, she would do these challenges that she would share on her Facebook Live community. She would do accountability videos and she would do these challenges for a specific period of time. This is, I think, the very first cycle, and she's doing the challenge of waking up early in the morning, starting her day even before breakfast, checking her phone or coffee, and taking a walk outside. And while she's doing that, she shares a quote for the day, and she's going to be doing this for 77 days, and we're on day 22. Let's see what our quote for the day is.
Good morning and welcome to day 22 of my 77-day challenge. Today's food for thought, which I forgot yesterday but I remembered as I was waking up this morning, is from Mahatma Gandhi. Most of us know this, but I wanted to share it with everybody just as front and center of our day today and our weekend. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you seek in others." That is such a powerful statement, because more often than not, if you look at people around us, if you look at the media, if you look at movies, more often than not, people will be expecting change from others. And even in the dialogue, you don't need Jerry Springer. You need dialogue anywhere in movies or sitcoms. You hear, well, you got to change. You got to change your attitude. You got to change your behavior. You got to change. But really, when you think about it, we can only change ourselves. We cannot tell anybody else to change. We cannot expect anybody else to change. So whatever change we want, we have to be the start of that change. It can be a really small thing, like mending a relationship. And I, for one, have many relationships to mend, but I've been realizing time is short. Life is short. We don't really know what's our last day going to be. And we need to start mending those relationships. And I've started reaching out, and there's still a lot more reaching out to do. But we need to be the person to initiate the change. And it could be things like our environment, our surroundings. We don't like the way that certain things look like. Well, what are we doing about it? If it's yard work, then go out there and start cleaning it yourself rather than thinking that somebody else in your household should do it. The proverbial taking out the trash. There is no, "Oh my gosh, the trash needs to be taken out." We'll stand up and take it out. And it could be much more noble things in the world of, well, I'm not going to go into politics. Nah, that's too dangerous. But things that you want changed in the community. If there's certain things you don't like, then instead of waiting for somebody else to do something about it, do it yourself. We have people who start really simple campaigns like picking up trash or small bits of paper scattered around or bottles, picking them up from the road, and then the next thing you know, there's other people who are following. Oh gosh, this is not a very good conversation this morning. I have been managing to do well, getting out of the house, getting dressed, getting out of the house without coffee. But this morning is unusually sluggish, and actually I know why. I was up until, embarrassing, I was up until about barely 5 hours ago. I did wake up without my alarm though, which was I was very proud of that, but still I almost want to just delete this whole thing and start over. But this is where transparency is. My brain is muddled this morning. I had a great quote ready, but it didn't quite get together. So I am going to post this the way it is. Warts and all, incoherence and all the ums and ahs. Sorry, all my Toastmaster friends. I'm just going to post this and go for my walk, and we'll see where this goes. See you tomorrow.
You know what? You know what that reminds me? I'm practicing this solo. I might as well reach out to her Toastmasters community here in the Philippines and check if there's a club I can join that maybe let's start with Zoom that does remote. Fuel prices are, yes, we're not talking about that right now, but um it makes me now more mindful about the what do they call that in Toastmasters? The something fillers, something like that. I forgot. Anyway, we're on day 22, and I still need more practice with regards to formulating my thought or formulating um something to deliver in 2 minutes. I still managed to go overtime. But for now, what did she say? Be the change that you want to see in others. Let's start. If there was one life you could change, and that life was yours, that would be enough. If there was one life you could change, and that life was yours, that would be enough. I struggled with trying to change my outside world, complain about my environment, always looking outward, always looking at what other people could do, the things that I nitpick about circumstances. And it felt like I was just barking up the wrong tree. And hey, guess what? I was. Because all this time, I never looked at myself and ask, what are you doing about it? And most of the time, the things that you notice in others are actually the ones that are the glaring things that you can already start addressing with yourself. And the moment I realized that, it actually was freeing. It actually was liberating, because now, interestingly enough, I get excited about whenever a thought pops up, a complaint, something to improve about other people, because that's now my roadmap pointing the direction back at me and showing me what's something I can improve on myself. So interestingly enough, I get excited about it, because now there is power. Now there is agency in knowing that if I can move the needle, then my own quality of life, the life that I am creating for myself, improves. And at least that's one thing I can do to impact my life. And hopefully, because of that, influence others as well. Thanks.